So tonight I get to try the ButchT from Chad. The box I got was just full of fun surprises, and I guess it's just a matter of time before I run into the current Guinness World Record holder, chili pepper, the ButchT Trinidad Scorpion. Um, at first glance, it was like, wow, these things are kind of cute, little, small. I mean, they're about the size, a little bit bigger than a quarter. And I was like, it's going to be no big deal. Then I cut this beast open, and this will give you an idea of what I'm talking about. It's all placenta. Yep. It's pretty ridiculous. So I can already tell this thing's going to be pretty stupid hot, so I'm excited about it. I've had some other crosses that were pretty hot, and it's just, I guess it's been waiting. I haven't, been seeking it out, but it's nice to finally try the current record holder, so I can use that as a way to gauge some of the others. This one, if I read correctly, the seeds came from Pepper Lover, and Chad grew them out, and he says it's pretty warm, pretty hot, so I'm pretty excited about that. Cut it open immediately. It has the normal smell that, like I said last night, acrid, whatever. You definitely know you just cut into a super hot. And then when I saw the placenta, my mouth was kind of open, and I didn't know how to shut it. This is definitely more than I've ever seen. There's way more placenta on this one. It runs all the way through, even down to the tip. So pull a couple of these seeds out, and then give it a go. Cheers. This has got more of a fruity taste off the bat. Starting to warm up a little bit, a little tingly in the throat, all around my tongue. Kind of building. It's starting to hit there pretty quickly. Yeah, it's pretty hot. It's really hot. The heat's concentrating on the tip of my tongue. I can still taste the flavor of the chili. It's got the fruit, almost like a clean taste that I've tasted with the other scorpions. I'll finish this out with the yellows and some of the red. Got a good flavor, so it's kind of nice. Chad says that it builds a little bit more, and so it doesn't hit you all at the beginning, but it's about 1:20 in, and I can already tell. I mean, this is going to be a tough one. Body's starting to slow down a little bit. It's a weird heat. Like, it doesn't. My mouth's not really hot. I mean, now it's hot. It's like bow. It's just more like my body is having trouble moving. I'm starting to sweat. Wife's looking at me like I'm crazy. Hands moving a little slowly. Kind of endorphins starting to rush in. Really similar to the Assam, in that my hands and my body, everything's just starting to tingle. My body's only kind of seizing up. very similar. Like everything is contracted, and it won't like kind of release. I want to say this is almost identical to the Assam and how it hit me. Get some tissues. I have no use in my hands, or little use. So the endorphins start to rush in. It's bitter. Terrible heat. Oh, man. I got some of the heat in the throat, but it's hit me differently in that I just gotta take a few deep breaths. Terrible heat. I can't. I have to like force my hands. Almost like begging to come down a little bit. My mouth. Oh my God. I have more use in my left hand, really none in my right. I don't think there's really any avoiding this. Like some of my mouth. I want to say I met my match on this one. You look at it and it's not very intimidating. Like, I don't even have full use of my mouth. It's almost like I've eaten or got shot with Novocaine. I have no idea how Al sat through this. Like I feel my body kind of relaxing a little bit more, but you can see with the video, you can see how just like I'm not using all my mouth. 7 in. I feel my body kind of just relaxing a little bit more, but wow, my hands. I've never really wanted it to stop as bad as this one. So I guess that it'll make this one the hottest that I've tried. And it's weird because the heat of this one wasn't so much. It affected my body so much more that I could feel the heat. Like, it kind of took off. It stopped my brain from dwelling on how bad it burned my mouth. Don't get me wrong, my lips are tingling, my mouth's still warm. God. 8:55 in, and I almost have full use of everything. They're tense. No, I don't. Like, my hands, they're tense, but my body. Oh my God. My body feels like I'm back on planet Earth. I want to ride it out. I don't want to let this video play for 30 minutes, but I want you to see. I can noticeably feel a difference, and you can probably see in the way I'm talking better now. Much less of a affecting now at 9:50. I made a comment in my last written review. You know, it's difficult to tell the difference in the heat from pepper to pepper. It's probably easier to lump them. And this one's in a league of its own. I'm not going to stop the video and then 5 minutes later be like, maybe it wasn't hot. This is hands down the hottest I've ever had. And stupid me was like, dude, I probably should just eat the whole thing without even cutting it. And I'm like, no, I'll cut in half. Thank God. I'd probably be on the floor. It's funny. Like, the only thing that comes to my mind is, like, I'm looking at this thing and I want to say, was it good for you? Because it was good for me. And it's like the way I feel like my body just went through a complete cycle of nothing to build to utter disuse, no use of my body. Back to CSI, I'm going to be a corpse on my door trying to get out, turning the handle. And now it's just like a weight has been lifted off my chest. Like, I'm like a giddy little boy. Like, I'm very happy I lived through this one. I've tried it. I've eaten the world's hottest chili pepper, and I can definitely see how this is rated the world's hottest. I may run into onesies and twosies out there or something that's going to match the heat, but this to me is definitely world record zone. Very, very hot. Completely jacked up my body head to toe. Instead of rambling for another 40 minutes, because I probably could. Thanks, Chad, Judy. Your freaking seeds are awesome. I got some I can't wait to grow out next year, and this is stupid hot, man. Thanks, everybody, for sharing in my utter, terribly, ridiculously hot pain. So, thanks.